So first match, we're actually going to do Cory Bell versus Lord Host of Dawn. It looks like the top match was probably running a little late. So
yeah, that's why we had a little bit of delay there.
Yeah, so Cory's actually been playing in the Canadian online events that have been happening recently because California is allowed to enter those. And so been doing incredibly well with the La Diva, right? Pretty much always making at least top 4, if not like winning or something like that.
Yeah, and I think La Diva's like, one of those characters that people thought in the very beginning wasn't that good. But when it comes down to it, like, she's got a lot of tools at her disposal. She has the ability to just, like, end someone for throwing out a fireball from max distance that they have super ready to go, I
think this is the strongest grappler in a 1v1 game that we've seen in a long time.
And there's a lot that comes into that, too. Like, just being able to have, like, good evasive maneuvers, being able to jump out of a dash, being able to close the distance that easily by sidestepping, getting the command grab. Like, a lot of it's going to come down to, like, just giving her really good tools to work with.
Normally she does get the safe jump that was happening right there, but Host of Dawn actually got out because of a messed up safe jump DP hit, but okay, 5M. Oh, okay. I like the mix up there. So normally you would get the 2U for the sweep, but it ended up... Oh! Good call right there from Cory, reacting to the fireball. Okay, round 2 coming in. Got the counter hit again on the lariat. That's so much damage. Just barely did anything. Gonna get the throw. Okay. Another one. Got the sweep. Looks like we actually lost my co-commentator, I think. I think we lost Austin. Either that or I got lost. I don't know which.
Yeah, he got lost for it. He has to reconnect. It's all good.
Yeah, that happened to me the first week. that happened to me. I don't know. It's Discord, I guess.
Yeah, he'll come back on, no worries.
Cory taking the first game emphatically, looking super strong. The pretty much the only mess up that happened that entire first game was the big drop on the safe jump, right? That allowed for Host of Dawn to be able to get out. But not gonna be able to deal with this pressure. No, gets the anti-air there. He's gonna be able to get out at least. But the pressure that comes afterwards, yeah, okay. So it looks like Cory is starting to get privy to the throw setup because he got a pretty good mileage out of that last game, right? Okay, EX. Oh, that was, yeah, whether that was blocked or hit, that was really, really good for Host of Dawn because that was the distance where it was going to be plus if it was blocked. Yeah, that is not a safe jump. Big damage right there. No, the drop because of an autocorrect. Cory's unfortunately not going to be too happy about that, but, and, oh, is that going to reach? Yeah, he was backing up. Okay. Yeah, that's a punish on the sweep right there. No Skybound Art off the 2U. Not a strong confirm, but he's going to get the anti-air right there. Not a lot of damage coming in right now. Oh, there it is, the counter hit. Trying to use a frame trap to catch the Abare. Cory Bell bit, trying to press buttons in the middle of it, but ended up working out for Host of Dawn, taking his first round. Oh, there it is again, the Abare. You gotta watch those headbutts, and I think Hosef is starting to look out for that more often, but no, big TP gets blocked. Huge damage, check out his life bar. Yeah, tried to go for a meaty setup, but he had EXTP available. Getting out of the corner, checking to see if the 2Hs are prevalent, but no 2Hs from Cory. Oh, I think that was punishable, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Trying to run up from full screen, get the grab, got the hit right there, can knock down off of this. He stays nice and back. He recognizes that Skybound Art is there, baits the throw off it, this is huge damage. Oh, anti-air command grab. 50-50 after this. There's the DP to get out. Not gonna kill, but one more setup available. Super Skybound is available. So you can't throw a fireball at a certain distance because Skybound Art will punish it on reaction. And Cory recognizes that. Oh my god, the 5M! Incredible placement to catch him walking, and now Cory is on set point here. There you have to get the guard break. That means plus frames there. So Hosef trying to put himself on the offensive. He couldn't get the anti-air, and because of that, he got whip punished. Okay, yeah, again, tried that anti-air and another whip punish on the 2H. Getting out of there with the EXTP. Wow, that was meaty as all out. Oh, I'm ahead.
Yeah, it's PC, so it sometimes does that. Like, if we don't all like push X when the match is actually starting, or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll realign for the next match, guys. Sorry. I think we're like a few.
I see the future.
Yeah, I see the future. Yeah.
So he can start throwing fireballs now with impunity because of the loss of Skybound. Got the 2H there. I don't know how far ahead I am, so I don't know how to compensate. I feel like I could probably compensate. Okay, 5, that's gonna hit EX. Got the Skybound on the last hit. A lot of damage, and that's gonna do it. Cory finishing it off, 2-0 right now. Real strong match right there from Cory.
Yeah, let me stop the spectating, and then I'll
I'll do the same. Hopefully it'll like I'll let you go first and then I'll jump in.
There we go. Spectating.
Spectating. I almost hit wait for match on accident. Yeah, so Cory's gonna be moving on over Lord Host of Dawn. For those of you who've been watching WNF Online's, Hosef has been performing incredibly well week after week. You know, pretty much hitting the top 8s almost every time. I think the last week that I was commentating, he started in losers. This time starting in winners, so he's got a little bit of leeway after that loss. He's not out of it yet. But Cory's going to be moving on to winners finals actually, so that's going to put Ladiva there for our first match. For the first player in winners finals, excuse me.
Yeah, we're because some of the players entered different games too. I think Dadpool entered probably Dragon Ball.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So let's see. We're just trying to find out if he is ready, or we can just get another match. Or actually, if he's not in the chat, we'll try to get 2D McGee versus Ocean Matt. Hold, stand by.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So just for everybody to. Just to let everybody know, you are tuning into WNF Online Edition. I believe this is the 6th one. And for those of you who don't know, there is currently a Matcherino campaign going on for each WNF. Usually the code for the Matcherino...
Deadpool is here. Okay, cool.
What's up? Oh, Deadpool's here? Okay. Matcherino code is normally WNF and then whatever the edition is. So this one would be 06, WNF 06.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. So yeah, so next match, is this going to be winner side as well, or is this loser?
This is loser side still.
Okay, so this is loser side. So this is going to be Hungry Kim versus Dadpool. So Dadpool rocking the Matera, Basaraga on Hungry Kim's side. When this game first came out, this matchup looked impossible. You know, obviously there's been a few other things discovered. Basaraga got a few changes, trying to fix like the accidental tackles and also just making it so that his 2H is a little bit stronger along with the close H, right? So the problem is allowing Matera to get away can be a big uphill battle for him. However, if he gets that Soul Forge tackle, he can go through projectiles, which he did right there. So now he's gonna be able to at least run up. Blocks in the air, trying to stay on him. Oh, the spot dodge is going to allow for counter hit punish. Trying to get the meaty going. Oh, Skybound! That's Super Skybound, excuse me. That's huge damage. Oh, God, look at the life bar melt. That's going to put Hungry Kim closer into it. Then there's the EX command grab. That one runs just a little bit faster. Able to catch. And then what looked really bleak changed completely off of the proper Abare with the Super Skybound art. Immediately with EX. Dadpool's trying to adjust by being slightly more aggressive, make Hungry Kim think about it, right? Back off once he's got a chance. And then I love that Hungry Kim is willing to go for the Soul Forge when he's too far away, because that got him in with the tackle and he got the wall bounce. Block on the overhead there. Using Zephyr to back off again and trying to reset up that thing, that situation, right? However, now check it. Soul Forge, and then tackle, and then Soul Forge again, right? He's got to have that armor on deck to be able to go through and to be able to put himself back in front of Matera. having so much trouble opening up Hungry Kim right now. Oh, there's the Skybound. That one got spot dodged, punishing with the 5L right into Super Skybound. It's 5L starter, but it's good damage because it's still a Super Skybound art. Knockdown pressure, here we go. Let's set up the butterfly and oh. The overhead hits counter hit, but too far. Oh, EX, yeah, it traded, but there's just not enough health on Hungry Kim's side. 1-1 in rounds right now, looking a bit closer. Yeah, trying to spot dodge the Zephyrs to hopefully throw off the timing and then maybe get a count there, but no dice right there for Hungry Kim. I love that he's finally starting to go to double Zephyr. However, that's the one time I guess he was looking for it, because now he's got counter hit twice! Double Zephyr to get back in. There it is again. Now he's got to start watching out, because if he starts double Zephyring a little bit too predictably from there on, there's a good chance that Hungry Kim could look for it and get a big 2H. And if you've seen Vasaraga 2H damage on counter hit. Okay, 5H. Oh, I think... Oh, no. Okay, connection came back. All right. There it is, Soul Force tackle. Got Soul Force back on it. Both are in Super Skybound art rage. Got the overhead finally. That's actually the first Zephyr overhead that hit. Oh, okay. So for those of you wondering, Osti may or may not come back because Discord and NYC area actually is just completely out. So and of course, Osti being NYC, super unfortunate. I'm assuming the second it comes back on, he'll in. And I'd love to have him back. But for now, I'll do what I can to hold down the fort. Yeah, so first game going to Dadpool right there, and that was looking really, really close. Hungry Kim kept finding his ways in right there, doing a good job of finding the times to activate Soul Forge, right, hitting the tackle when he needs to be able to go through projectiles, right? But once Dadpool recognized that he was trying to tackle through his projectiles, he started to use the EX because there was only the one hit of armor, right? And so one hit of armor is gonna die to 3 hits on the EX. Still gets the knockdown. Oh, but there's a great tackle timing, using it a bit closer, so that instead of it being a reaction with an EX bow, he's doing Soul Forge before he can, or he's doing the tackle before he can react. Okay, trying to back off again. Oh, there it is, the slide. So now that option is represented. He hasn't actually gone to that slide just yet. I do love the Abari, however, from Hungry Kim. Recognizing when to press buttons, recognizing that he can't sit there and block forever. He's got to be able to find his way out. Oh, the big pause right there again from online. Let's go. And he spot dodged out of it, still able to defend. Oh, overhead counter hits, but he was doing a 2H, so it trade. Wow, big hit right there. He's going to be able to get in the 2M, and god damn the damage! 2M right into EX run. And then immediately, just like that, Hungry Kim completely makes a comeback. Again, at the very beginning of this game's release, we thought this matchup was pretty much impossible. But I feel like the damage output and proper use of armor is such a strong tool, allowing Vasaraga to be able to get back in. Or to get back into the game anyway, not even just like into Matera's face, right? Much more aggressive pressure right now here from Dadpool. He's gonna hit the whole loop, gonna get the knockdown. Double overhead right there, 1-1 in rounds, and that's gonna put Dadpool on match point, unless Hungry Kim is able to stop it. Yeah, checking those Zephyr dashes for Vasaraga is really difficult because his 2H is a bit on the slower side, right? So, oh, but yeah, there it is. All those tackles, just super well timed. 5H. Zephyr overhead, trying to put the pressure on, and again, the Abari is just so impressive from Hungry Kim. Got the command throw, big damage. He's already got Soul Forged on, so he can just lay on the pressure thick. Okay, Meaty 5M is getting blocked. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Connection with the opponent was lost. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'll find out what the outcome is. Give me a second.
Dadpool is out of the lobby. Actually, he's no longer in there. I don't see him. So he might have DC'd completely. I don't know if there is an outcome. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if there is an outcome. I noticed that Dadpool is not in the lobby, and even on my side, we desynced out of the match. So super unfortunate. Real sorry about that, guys. Fi is on.
Yeah, that I mean, since the rule is if one player is on and the other is not, we have to take the player that's on that gets the win.
Okay.
Because that's well, the way that works is it's to prevent people from actually disconnecting, because that's what actually happens. If they disconnect, they're out. And unfortunately, though, the limitation on I mean, obviously we trust most of the tournament players that play every week. Their internet can have issues too, so it's even out of their control. So I mean, this is like one of the steps that we kind of have to take, versus oh, just play it again. If they were both kicked out of the lobby, then they rematch, of course. If they were still in the lobby but the game just disconnected them, they can still play. But if one is out, then we have to honor it that way. So that's the way it works.
Yeah, it's
oh yeah, his internet disconnected, so it's definitely a Dadpool thing. See?
Well, I mean, it seemed like it had to have been on Dadpool's side, because he was just out of the lobby completely, and he was the only person who left. So. Although I'm noticing you have one more person in the lobby than I do right now.
Yeah, it's Austin.
I don't see Austin in the lobby at all. in mine.
Oh, you don't see him?
Yeah, no, it's super weird. I see him on the stream, right here. I'm trying to circle around him, but or he's over here or something. But on my screen, I don't see him at all. He's not there.
You think this is a cursed room? You think I should remake it?
I have no idea.
All right, you know what? I think in the safe side, I'll remake it.
Okay. It doesn't affect the match outcome, since Dadpool already said that his internet's just out.
Yeah,
right?
so so the score is 1-1 now, because Hungry Kim just needed that one, right, to win the. Okay, yeah, it's definitely 1-1. Yeah. Okay.
It was. I mean, he was in a pressure situation. It was looking pretty good for Hungry Kim too. So I guess it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me put it to, since commentator's not here, let me do this. Boom.
Oh yeah, like that. Okay, I feel you.
You know, PC has it different. My X is you want to get out of this stuff.
Oh, you can switch that. You can switch it in the options. So if you I mean, you can do that right now just before you make a new room, I guess, if it makes it easier on you.
No, it's okay. Because everything else is fine. I play the game normally, how my buttons are regularly configured, but options is just the option stuff. Oops. Creator.
I assume it's gonna be the same password.
Yeah, it is. And the room should be. It's loading. All right, the room is hot.
Hopefully, Austin gets to come back. Good set of matches to start. So I don't want him to miss out on when he gets to the cream of the crop. Okay, I'll set up spectating. Then we'll get going. Thanks for bearing with us, guys. Unfortunately, this is just the reality of things just be like that, and especially with the quarantine happening, a lot of people are at home. Using up a lot of bandwidth, like Netflix and all that. So internet can go out for a lot of providers depending on the area. It's just life right now. So.
Yeah. No, trust me. This stuff that's happening is not even the worst. I've done I've done events where both players could not just connect to each other at all, and this was like a top 8 match, like in like a tour, in an official tour. So we're like, all right, you know what, we're not gonna fail here. You know what we're gonna do is, since we were fortunate that both players, or at least one of the players, was playing on Steam, and they were like, hey, I can stream my match. Just why don't you? They told me to like stream their match that's playing on their stream. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. No, why don't I just play the replay? Because CFN for Street Fighter V.
Yeah, you have the replay.
Yeah, and I played the replay there, and people are like, "Oh, okay, that's dope." I'm like, well, you guys just have to wait. So I mean, I've done so many of those things. Oh, I think he's calling.
Is that the legend?
Oh, wait, did it work? Am I back?
Yeah. Hold. Is that the legend? He says, "Is that the legend?" Hold on.
Yo, he came back just in time.
Wait, there he is. Okay, yeah.
Yo, let's go.
Hey, we fixed it. Look at that, dude. Discord went down for like all of East Coast. It was nuts. Like I was looking up that there was like tons of like reports for it. So you guys got lucky. It didn't go down in Cali.
Yeah, well, I mean, we
better knock on wood, my man.
You came back at the right time. You came back at the right time, man.
Yeah. So what did I miss? I actually was finagling with the router and stuff to make sure it wasn't on my end.
It is currently 1-1 versus Hungry Kid and Dadpool. Unfortunately, Dadpool's internet also disconnected, so we had been filling time while you were coming back for a little bit. So this is game set like match kind of deal right now. So coming into it, I've tried explaining a lot of the intricacies in the matchup, but if you have anything to add, go ahead.
I actually can't see it right now. So wait, no, it's over here. I can see it through.
Yeah, you can watch it in the Discord.
I'll be behind.
Okay, well, I was apparently ahead earlier, so we might just be time traveling. It's Animal Crossing, as Hungry Kim takes the first round, and emphatically too. The pressure was laid on.
Basaraga. It's cool to see like Basaraga actually like come in, because like that, again, this is another example of a character that was completely slept on, because like he's a big body, he can't get in, and then all of a sudden you see all these like Basaragas coming, and you saw Fame win Super TSB with this character beating a Japanese player, and he's getting a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he beat everyone, and so Basaraga, you can't sleep on this character because all he needs is one opening, and he just dishes out so much damage.
Yeah, that's exactly how he's been coming back in this. As you can see, like a lot of the times, Dadpool's able except for trick jumps, right, getting away, shooting arrows, and then Hungry Kim finds one armored Soul Forge tackle to get in, and he just comes back, right? It's gonna be hard to find his way through right now. The butterflies are set up, but there's the Super Skybound. That might actually kill.
Imagine. But it does V8. That's gonna kill. He is dead. He exploded. There it is. And just like that, he gets the set and moves. Wait, is this best 2 or 3 or 3 or 5?
So that was 2 out of 3, and that was also loser's bracket sign. So Dadpool is actually gonna be walking on home, despite the fact that he's there.
Oh jeez. Well, I mean, you gotta respect it. I mean, honestly, learning the matchups is so important. Like, you can't sleep on any character in this game. I feel like any character has the ability to win a tournament. I feel like every character has won a tournament at one point or another.
Every character does have the ability to win in this game. That's been proven several different times. Even the characters that we know, like, for sure can be the weakest, still have all the tools to win, right? So like it's just a matter of like how much stronger is the other character, how much better is the other person. No matter what, you have to know these things, and it's just everybody can win. You can't write off anybody, and that's been shown time and time again.
Yeah, so that's gonna be Hungry Kim. Moving on, he's gonna be fighting off against. So in that first set, it was Cory Bell beat Lord Host of Dong, right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I got the bracket pulled up here right now, so it's a. I'm just going through it real quick. We only got 2 sets going through. We're still waiting on Chupacabra versus Maverick to eventually happen, correct?
Yeah, the winner side match. So because people probably entered multiple games, they're probably stuck in it.
And I know that the Panda Global, the Bamboo Battles, was also doing something. I think it just ended, but they were running they're running a GranBlue tournament as well.
Okay.
Just for fun. So that was open to like everyone in America, or North America. so not just like designated to just like a West Coast.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that, man.
Yeah.
not in delay-based netcode, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. I mean, and it's one of those days, you know, like Guilty Gear Strive, ArcSys is starting to realize that, you know, is going to add in rollbacks, so there is that hope of being able to play coast to coast comfortably at a like competitive level, or even like country to country, because there are games out there. There are like platform fighters, for instance, like Brawlhalla, a game that doesn't really get too much attention, but has insanely good netcode. Same thing with other games, you know, like Killer Instinct, Skullgirls, Mortal Kombat. Like they all have the ability to play from country to country with relative ease based on the netcode. So it's really cool to see ArcSys stepping up their game for that.
Yeah, hopefully it becomes very well implemented. You know, it's not always an easy thing.
Yeah.
Especially
you have to build it
considering,
from the ground up. You like as you're developing the game, you have to have it in mind that you want that rollback netcode.
Yeah,
so once you have a game done, it is so difficult.
Yeah, because the actual implementation of it depends on what's going on within the game itself. Like, because the netcode actually has to know like how frames interact and things like that. So you actually have to like figure out how every interaction comes into play with the rollback netcode. So it might take some time, honestly. But you know, while we're talking about that, we actually ended up getting that match that we were mentioning, the Maverick versus
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra, thank you. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was having a brain fart. I don't know why.
No, it's all good. He's rocking with Soares. So this will be quite interesting. This is actually my first time ever seeing like a Soares in tournament play. So
You know,
I'm
it's really
excited to see
funny
what's
too,
gonna bring.
because a lot of people have been like talking about like this is the worst character in the game, blah blah blah. Here he is.
Yeah.
Fighting for a possible winners finals moment, and currently in the lead. So yeah.
You can see just how Unga the character can become once he like closes the distance. But it's just like all the other like big body characters, like he has trouble getting in, but once he does, he can, you know, wreck that damage coming. But here comes the huge pressure coming out from Maverick, just keeping him jailed right there. Finally finds an opening to go mash. That was a fantastic mash.
Yeah, Jabari was super good, trying to get out there, and he got it with the two-backs. He baited it. He's gonna go for super skybound. That should do it.
That's really difficult when someone just like sets up that like I'm gonna grab you and you do the overhead instead of the counter hit. That's like the biggest damage combo you're gonna see afterwards. It's almost like just take the throw sometimes, like, or just take the overhead. Like it'll be much better. Like that's so much.
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Cause like it's not like I'm saying you're incorrect. I'm saying like when you're in the heat of battle, your mental stat gets so overloaded that you're just like, oh no, I have to take this throw, and then it's like, oh wait, I forgot about the other option.
Yeah, no, I totally understandable. And Maverick's doing a fantastic job of just like the second he gets one opening, puts him into the corner, doesn't allow him to play the game. And it's up to Chupa to be able to find that like one opening in Lancelot's pressure right there. Every single time he dashes, gets caught by the overhead, doesn't get caught by the counter hit that time around, but his mix-up throw after throw, he's not getting anything big, but he keeps winning the neutral.
He dropped the confirm off of that. No, he didn't cancel the auto combo. Oh, trying to use the 5U right there. Yeah, if he wasn't able to block there, that actually would have possibly have been crouching state confirmed. Because if your Sora has 5U, if the opponent is up close and they're crouching state, you can actually combo off of his 5U. That is literally the only time that the character could do it.
Yeah,
so
because like, and the reason, you know, Lancelot's able to bully Soares so much is his defensive options are, like I said, they're not stellar. Like he's got a whole block. He doesn't have any reversals going for him until he has meter.
Yeah, super offensive heavy character, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So like, if he gets any sort of pressure whatsoever, ooh, good call out.
Yeah,
jumping up there and meeting him.
Any sort of pressure whatsoever, just like you said, because you saw that from the very beginning, how damage he was outputting to the point where just that air throw was enough to finish it off. Yeah, getting the 668 right there, trying to use the 5U, got the mix-up thanks to the plus frames. He tried to set up more plus frames for himself, but he messed up them PD.
Yeah, he didn't get the correct timing, so now he finds himself back in that corner. Let's see how everything's going to go here. He escapes that wall once again, tries to go for the EX Blade Impulse once more, but the block was at the ready.
And he was actually able to get the whip punish off that throw tag. He's got a lot of damage here. This should scale quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna kill. Lancelot's super scales so terribly.
Well, it's usually because Lancelot does more hits than everybody in the game, and you know the scaling system on this game works off of how many hits are happening. So,
and it doesn't help that the super itself also is kind of lackluster, like for damage output compared to like every other character.
Yeah, totally
So
fair.
it's just, like, I love it like when watching that super and the health drain like barely any at all. Okay.
Now this is normally what Lancelot is known for, right? We've seen a lot of Chupacabra doing the offensive pressure, but this is where Lancelot shines, is this kind of situation. There's the EX Fireball, blocks the low. Okay, yeah, doesn't bite on the overhead.
But he's still stuck in this corner, and this is the part where Soares fails. He just can't find the like. It's up to the player to make his own opening, and he just did. Ran up there, got the throw, keeps him cornered, calling out that jump. That's actually really risky to go for. Because if Lancelot pulls the trigger on the actual, like, the heavy version, the EX version...
Oh, he lived.
Okay.
Died from that.
Now, I don't know if this will kill Lewis.
I think he kills. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, he's alive!
Yo, I'm sorry. I James Jen it.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, that was a situation where it was like, Lancelot's damage. We've been over it time and again. Like, I could not believe that did not kill. I felt like that should have killed.
Hey, one second, guys. I'm gonna recall you real quick because we can't see you right now. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are back. Excellent.
Are you sure?
Hey.
Yeah.
We made it? Alright, coolio. So that's going to be Maverick taking that clean sweep 2-0. Again, just putting the pressure on Chupacabra, not letting him breathe. Lancelot's one of the best characters to put to jail someone in the corner, fighting against someone who doesn't have any options in the corner besides block. Like, even if he goes for the 5U, like, that takes like 3 frames or something for it to actually start up, so like a media will beat it out every time.
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes you have to test that they'll actually meet you for sure before you can really decide that it's not an option. And I mean, 3 frames is pretty fast startup for an armored move like that, because it's not invincible. It's armored on frame 3,
Right.
which is so you really, I think it's important to check someone to make sure that their meaties are on point. Obviously, it's incredibly risky, but
yeah. Gonna eat a massive counter hit if they got it right.
Mm-hmm. But my point of bringing it up is because don't let what happened there discourage you from attempting it once or twice yourself if you're a Soares player. But yeah, so like you were talking about, Maverick is going to move on. He's winners finals versus Cory, and we're going to keep moving this bracket on through the losers bracket, actually.
So we got 2D McGee fighting off against Ocean Matt.
2D McGee on the
What a
Zeta,
name.
right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, rocking the Zeta. Now, 2D McGee actually got second last week.
Okay.
Ended up beating Lord Host of Dong and Maverick. So, like, bringing something to the table, because once again, Zeta was another character that people really couldn't get a read on. They didn't know her strength, because they knew that she wasn't as strong as, like, the top contenders like Gran or Catalina or Lancelot. But they don't think she was necessarily bad either. And same thing goes for First Level. Wow.
So that was a super strong recognition of a mess up there from 2D McGee. He recognized that you didn't actually into EX Lord, so he started to roll, right, which allowed for the punish, and that got him the offensive pressure. However, damage output from Percival coming in. Oh, big damage here. Another overhead. That could have been a mess up with super sidebound.
I wonder if that was a misinput, because like he could have gotten a killing combo off of that. Like he had super ready to go, and it was an overhead counter hit.
I think so, because remember, overhead is MH, right? So and skybound is H, so he could have fat fingered the buttons. I don't know.
Yeah. We still got the win, so I guess that's what matters in the long run. So let's see if we can try to peek it up back here for round number 2. Ocean Matt's got a lot of slack to pick up here. Again, and trying to go for that like far heavy, which Percival's love to go for. From a distance, it can really shut down opponents, but Zeta likes to be airborne.
That far heavy can actually really mess up Percival in this matchup as well, because Zeta actually has a very far-reaching 2M. Oh, what a throw bait!
Oh, that was so... I love a good shimmy, dude. I love it.
Oh, got the low.
He's dead.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 situation, so I can't blame him for not being able to block. For those of you who don't know, Zeta can immediately go for a pogo stick afterwards, which is an overhead. So he tried to stand up to block possibly the overhead, which is honestly the most common version of the mix-up, but went for the sweep. finished it off.
So I feel like that entire game was just 2D McGee mixing the crap out of Matt. Like, let's see if Matt can try to like find the opening here, because you know I always like to call, like when you fight against Lancelot, for instance, the game one Lancelot. When you're not ready to fight against Lancelot, you just get mixed the crap out of, and like, okay, now I know what I'm doing, and then you're warmed up. Maybe it's the same thing for here, because look at this, Ocean Matt's already got him in the corner, half damage done already.
Yeah, tried to go for an X seal, but unfortunately jumped out. So he lost the corner, but he's got so much damage on him that it's looking pretty good, right? Oh, got the third overhead.
That was a really good positioning on that pogo. You saw how close he was to the ground when it landed. Like, it's such a fast mix-up if it's going to be low or high.
Yeah. It's one of the scariest parts about this character's mix-up for sure. Trying to push him away. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Zeta actually got a real big buff to her 2H. Probably having the best 2H in the game at this point, right? So I think what Ocean Matt tried to do there was bait it out by using the jumping unique and slows momentum. Got the overhead.
Oh.
No, missed it.
Was he late?
He didn't hit 5H. Early enough, possibly. Gonna get hit by the Skybound, finishing it off.
Hate to see that happen. He had the kill confirm. He dropped it. Because, like, maybe he just got over ahead of himself again. Might have, like, just fat-fingered, like I said. Might have slipped up. Didn't get, and instead went for the super.
Yeah, so after counter hit overhead, I think every character in the game gets 5H, right? But the problem is if you press it too early, because there's just so much extra hits done on the counter hit, you won't get your button out, and then you may already be inputting your super, and then it whiffs, and you die. Overhead. There it is again! That should be down.
Bro, that's a strong 50-50. That is so strong. I love it. I love seeing this.
It reminds me of the Lancelot wall cling 50-50, where he can do double overhead, whereas like Zeta doesn't actually need to cling to the wall, so her double overhead is more ambiguous, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you can even, like, if she positions it correctly, it becomes like you have to guess what direction she's in too.
Nice, got the full confirm right there. That's pretty difficult to do on net play, I'd say. 2A, 2A, 5, 2A.
Yeah. Like, being able to get that just right. Good call-outs. Knew he was going to go for the wind-up, just smashed out to get him out of that situation, because if Percival would have landed that, that's plus on block.
Yep. It's a scary mix-up afterwards, and I mean, it's a scary situation right now, as 2D McGee is stuck in the corner here versus the 5H. Got Skybound as well. Oh, God, counter hit that could kill! There it is!
That's all he needed. He needed it once. Managed to get it. You saw that there was a recognition from 2D McGee to actually go for the mash just a hair too late. Didn't register in time. So instead of just going for the block and letting him get the plus pressure, ended up taking the death.
Much closer match right now. Okay, excellent recognition that the fireball would hit spot dodge. Percival actually has probably the only fireball in the game that can't just be spot dodged or rolled that easily, right? It's so active and so slow. I got the low.
Oh my god, that mixed me up, dog. Like, I don't know where she's going that close to the ground.
Okay, blocked all 3 overheads. Oh, but then the counter hit on, yeah, the overhead.
There's been so many times that, like, he's run up and attempted to, like, bait out a grab, but we've seen very little throws actually come out from 2D McGee, so, like, there's this threat here, and he's, like, abusing that against Matt. Okay, just knock him down.
Trying to push him back to the corner.
There's been a lot of times where he's gone for the Spear of Arms. Oh, no, big punish.
Oh, not fully committing afterwards. And okay, but still got the counter hit overhead, so that's even better. Overhead, and then to the low, yeah, 50-50 again and again.
Like, you can't, it's almost like you can't even react to that, you just gotta guess.
Had a lot of help to work with. And set point right now here, too, for 2D McGee, and there's the 2-8, finishing it off.
It was a valiant attempt from Matt. You saw him bring it back game number 2, but then just every single time Matt got into that corner, like, he was just done for. And like there was a time I feel like if there was an opportunity for Matt to attempt the anti-air, it would have been a little bit better, but unfortunately every single time you saw the jumping coming down is because he's probably in knockdown state, so there was no time to get it out, so he was forced to hold that. It hurt Oki so good.
Any other time that, like, he could have possibly reacted with an anti-air was Zeta being so high up in the air that it was 50 whether or not she was going to use the spear to change her momentum or her trajectory and then maybe get whiff punished. So it's a little scary for Ocean Matt to try and go for an anti-air, and I completely understand the fear.
Mm-hmm. And we actually saw one of those when he tried to go for a wake up DP against the anti-air, but then the block came out. So it's just layers and layers upon layers, and that's what spells his defeat. He's gonna go down with the 7th place finish here today.
Still respectable in the top 8 no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, getting top 8 is already like a feat, right? Because if you look at like fighting game weekly tournaments all over the globe, right? It is, even if the tournament has like 13 entrants, 12 entrants, something not as big as like 20, 30, etc. It's still going to be a feat to get into top 8 because odds are that all the players are going to be good. You know, there's no like, it's not like a major where there's a lot of not pot fillers, but people who are not at that top level in order to get those warm-ups. There's no time for warm-ups within the bracket.
Mm-hmm. And you maybe not just warm-ups, but there's also very little opportunity to study your next matchup, because maybe they weren't on stream, maybe they're like a new person, or maybe they're all online, right? So whereas like in offline events, there's a good chance that you can possibly study your opponent. There's you know, in the age of the internet, there's a lot of videos.
Yeah, just everyone's streaming. But let's jump into our next match. 2D McGee's gonna stay on the sticks, and we got Chupacabra coming up. Just recently getting sent to losers by Maverick. Now let's see if we can deal with this next character, who also has really good pressure. Maybe not as good as Lancelot's, but still outstanding.
Yeah, definitely. The corner pressure is pretty ridiculous with the overhead. Oh my god! The 5F.
How did that happen?
I guess the hurt box extends further than the actual hitbox on the spear. Okay, so if that's not the case, then that means Soares' 5M has very little hurt box. Those are the 2 reasons I could think of that being possible. Plus frames.
That was a good escape option coming from Chupa. You saw him just jump. That beats the overhead and the throw attempts. And you noticed that was happening a lot. Maybe he was watching the stream earlier to see like what type of setups he was going for. Like you said, studying the matches.
Yeah. Oh, and there's that 2H.
Fantastic trade.
Yeah, in this game, jump back in the corner is incredibly scary, right? Because a lot of characters get so much out of 2Hs, and especially with grounded normals being completely air unblockable, it can be just so scary.
Oh, he tried to bait it out. Like a lot of the times you'll see Zeta go for the first swing of Arvis towards him and then try to back up away. That time just managed to go for both as a mix-up, and he did not fall for it.
Yeah.
Explode.
So many just meaty 2Ls, just completely hitting, right? Like, I don't know if it was catching 2D McGee trying to jump out, or maybe he was just expecting something completely different. But he got a lot of really straight hits out of pretty much every knockdown. And that was where most of the damage came out for Chupacabra.
And that advancing punch is so good. You gotta just respect it, and we're seeing a lot of respect. Going after 2D McGee, just holding onto the blocks. Not expecting it full screen, though. That was wild.
Sorry, I almost lost it for a second. If he got a punish after that, I would have.
He got a stock, which those stocks don't really mean too much. It only gives you a little bit more defense whenever you charge up the 5U.
Yeah, true. He's got the plus frames at least. Oh yeah, trying to catch him maybe jumping forward on that. Yeah, there it is. 5U.
He knew.
It's a little bit more reliable than going through the 2H, right? Oh no. Fortunate drop on the air throw attempt. It's gonna actually end up possibly killing him. No full conversion off 2H.
Yeah, it must have been misconfigured there. Okay, just going for the super to go in for the install.
Oh, it's naked time, boys.
Yeah, this character is scary with the install. Gets off of the specials, a little bit better frame data as well, makes a lot of stuff more plus. Tried to go for the anti-air, but when someone's got like a dive kickish move like that, like you can mix them up so hard with like a basic like 2H.
Yeah, that's what we were mentioning in about the previous game, and the fear of anti-airing Zeta, right? Is that she can actually just mix up her fall trajectory. So, and I mean that was just the perfect example of it.
Yeah, and tons of characters have that in their arsenal. You know, Percival had in the previous set. Ooh, good mix up.
Yeah, I tried to use the 5M to possibly catch the spear. No, nice. Pushing forward right there, trying to keep him in the corner, but recognizing, yeah, that dash punch is incredibly scary, but there's the counter.
Oh, really hungry for that over. Yeah, he hasn't landed that once yet.
Oh, an interesting escape, willing to use the EX to be able to make his way out of the corner. I guess recognizing that the mid-screen possibilities for damage with Soares is very low, so it's a much better situation, right?
albeit a little dangerous if they don't see it coming. Okay, puts him back in the corner, doing a lot of damage. Ends it with a super.
Yeah, Skybound unfortunately not going to be able to finish it. Oh, goes for the mix-up. So, but there's the counter. Still not death. Super Skybound on wake up. Does that hit? No.
Did not come out in time. No, I'm also recognizing that my game's a little behind there for that game, so I started commentating off the stream itself.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it. Are you back? Are you back? Synced up?
I'm back. I think I'm back. I'm synced up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you know, I do love that 2D McGee went for the 2L as a in a lot. Your 2L or your 5L as a meaty can also before an opponent can use their invisible option, you get to block. And that's exactly what happened.
You saw the counter hit anti-air, didn't get any conversion off of it.
Got a conversion off of that non-counter hit anti-air right there.
We're seeing he's been doing a great job of just blocking those overheads or just flat out avoiding them altogether.
Trying to keep this pressure up, going for as many plus frames as possible, but there it is, just waiting it all out and used all of his skills for it.
Yeah, he spent so many EXs.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he could have done there to have changed it up, but okay. I mean, he's still back in. That's what he tried to go for the last game. Was he trying to anti-air the pogo?
And he did that against Maverick too in the previous set. Like, you know, whenever they went for like a command jump to go into the air, he was there with an air throw ready to go.
Tried to use the 5U, but was ready for it. Went for grab instead. There's the 50-50 again with the throw.
And he has barely been going for throws this entire set. So to get 2 in a row, that's got to be like a mess up with his strategy a little bit.
Got the punish on the whiff throw attempt. Gonna be able to get full damage here. Okay, fake the meaty. Oh, wow, what a barre right there from 2D McGee. Oh, 2 H!
Ooh, get that spear out of here. Nice. Spinning up the EX to give him the opportunity. Might go for the chip. He has to jump or dodge.
Looking like it. Oh, that was guaranteed, I think.
Yeah.
I think if you block if you block the first hit of the EX, I think you can always get the air throw. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I could be wrong.
Like, imagine, because like before like the second swing of Spear Harvest could come out, you think the throw can just like land, just guarantee throw him down.
Yeah, I'm just not 100% sure that that Zeta can press buttons or anything like that. But again, I could be wrong. That's something I have to check out.
That's going to be 2D McGee going down with a 5th place finish after getting 2nd last week. So a little bit of a drop there, but you know that's the case of fighting games just in general. Like, people are going to be around the same skill level that play against each other a lot, as well as it being like, people forget this is actually still kind of a fresh new game, you know. Like, this game just came out in the States less than 2 months ago. So. Yeah,
another point I want to make is that when you get like 2nd place like that, I mean, 2D McGee probably beat up a bunch of these people, right? So that means they were probably like, oh, it's never happening again. I need to laugh against this character right now. And I mean, you saw a lot of that matchup knowledge there, especially from Chupacabra with the air throw after EX armored. So I mean, that could be the case as the change in placing. Obviously, everybody's always striving to get better, even without studying their specific opponents. So that's another factor into it. Just so many things, just like you were talking about with fighting games. So yeah, Chupacabra going to be moving on. We're going to see, are we going to do winners finals, or are we going still with the losers matches here?
I assume we move into quarters finals, right? You always want to do.
Well, the thing is, we're waiting for Lower Horse of Dawn. He's in Guilty Gear and also BB Tag.
Oh, yeah. That's the reason why I was asking, because I'm pretty sure they're waiting. Normally, I would love to not stray from the normal bracket path, but when you enter multiple games, sometimes you just gotta. And Joseph has been around in so many different anime games to the point where, like, I expect him to be holding up brackets in multiple games at a time. Anyway, you know, one of the stronger BB Tag players in the entirety of California. Exerd, still good, maybe not as prowess as in his BB Tag play, but yeah, also plays a myriad of other games I could go on. But
now the burning question that I have for you is, where do you think that name came from? That Dawn? Yeah, like, you know, it's a. I wouldn't say it's the most PG name, you know.
I can tell you it's not his real name. I can tell you that.
Thank
So,
God. Like, imagine a parent like just deciding that. But anyways, yeah. So you don't know like the origin story for this name, or you just
so
like,
I don't know the origin story. If they told me, I forgot it. Because I was hanging out with Josef and the SoCal crew while I was down there for Anime Ascension and the other time. But yeah, at this point I've probably forgotten it. So
Oh,
he probably
good.
just picked it because it was funny.
I feel like that's how like a lot of usernames get you know, picked, or like tags, right?
I mean, that's how I got mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, Evan, play, like, I got like a boring one, you know, it's just a play off of my real name. But when, you know, like, people used to like would make up a tag like in middle school or something and just come up with like the dumbest name or like the edgiest name, and then it just stuck with them through like high school, college, and then into like fighting games and stuff like that. So sometimes it could just be like just a really dumb reason why you have a name that you do, but it's also like there's legacy behind it. So it looks like we're gonna jump into winners finals though, by the way.
Or you could be Cory and have your name be Cory Bell, which I'm pretty sure his actual name.
Yeah, I mean, that works too. Recognition. There you go. So he's coming in here with La Diva, fighting against Mavericks. Lancelot, best 3 of 5 in winners finals. Let's get it. This race to 3.
A really good start on the jump in to be able to get through the fireball, but I mean, it's not going to pay off any dividends now that he.
Yeah, just already gets the counter hit. Oh, and it does the reset too. You gotta be able to watch for that, because Lancelot has the ability to just be able to catch you mid-air if you're holding like crouching block instinctively while getting comboed.
Yeah, normally that if you meaty that properly, Lancelot actually gets the link fight afterwards, but it looks like Maverick maybe mistimed it just a tiny bit and didn't get the link, but still got the corner pressure, ended up taking the round.
The double backstab into Blade Impulse.
668 is pretty good, especially on. I think it's so much stronger online. Offline, I feel like if somebody does that on your full screen, you can be ready for it. But online, it's a bit more difficult.
If the frame delay is only 2 or 1, like it's actually this. It's about the same as offline, right?
I guess.
Maybe? Come on. Like,
it just depends. It just depends.
Yeah.
So, I can't tell you now, but I can tell you that boy got whopped. God damn.
We talk about Maverick's matches real quick here in top 8 so far. Fought against Azores, who can't do anything in the corner. Now fighting against La Diva, who can't do anything in the corner. As a Lancelot, this is a Christmas gift for any Lancelot man.
I mean, it can be really scary, potentially, depending on if he's actually able to put them in the corner. Because if he can't, and he's in this situation right now, this is what could happen to him. Hitting air SPD. He's got the meaty headbutt. Watch the mix-up. You're gonna notice a lot. You're gonna notice a lot of jumps from Cory Bell. Okay, never mind. I
didn't notice the jump. I
was gonna say the jumps for Cory Bell that you're seeing are to catch the 2-2-X, right? To catch the quote-unquote DP from Lancelot and then air SPD it on reaction. But he only bit on it one time.
That's all he needed.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, catching the jump out.
Oh, I love when people get combos off of air to airs. It's such like a scramble moment. So when people like drop it, like look how much damage you could have potentially missed out on. And we saw Cory just cashing it in.
Yeah, sometimes you only get maybe like a 5LL or maybe like a 5HH, but whatever you can get is actually incredibly important because you don't want to end up in this situation.
Yeah, off of the EX Blade Impulse, that's going to be round 2. Going to Maverick. Imagine if that didn't kill. Just for a moment. Because for like a second, I was thinking, come on.
I guess it's La Diva health, you know, and he did hit a couple of times. It's possible. Oh, the first hit of Southern Cross didn't actually whiff, so he was going for the full conversion off of it. But because it didn't whiff, he couldn't get it. But now there's the 5U. Full damage here.
Oh, that health bar disintegrated.
Damn, dude.
Gone. Good night.
Oh,
that was the entire time Maverick was going. He was just conditioning him the whole time with those Rekkas. Every single time he'd go for a throw, and he stuffed out that time. Ended up going for an overhead, stuffed out the throw, and because of that, that cost him the round.
Ended up catching the roll, thinking it was going to be a different Oki setup. Ended up being EX Fireball and finishing it off on that. So 2-0 already for Maverick.
He's got a hill to climb. Let's see if he can try to like get back in this. Literally, he just needs to get that opening, keep Lancelot out, and not get cornered himself. If he can prevent himself from getting cornered, he's got a chance.
You know, I feel like if you're a grappler player, you're absolutely no stranger to hills to climb. Like, you're probably ready for this situation.
Right.
Oh,
like whoa! You hate to see that happen.
Okay, there it is. Got the reaction on that one. So yeah, so you 2L, and then if it's blocked, you confirm, or if there's no block, you jump. Wow, nice confirm right there from Maverick.
Yeah, he managed to turn it into an SSBA, so we're gonna see him taking off a lot of that health bar.
Crossover.
Wow.
Everybody
yeah.
just says hold the guard button, bro, but like
It doesn't work sometimes.
all of our best players are getting hit anyway, so like clearly it's not that easy.
If you hold the block button, it's like your fingers are doing something instead of just naturally like holding backwards, like instead of just trying to push a button. So it's kind of weird, unless you're playing on pad. If you're playing on pad, maybe it's a little bit more natural to hold like a trigger or something.
There could also be you have years of muscle memory for holding back to block, right? Oh god, the SPD again! There it is. This is that kind of situation. Meaty. Auto combo. That's one of the scariest situations that Ladiva can present to you, is auto comboing you on block, because now you're scared and look at what's happening to you because of it. Overhead!
I love seeing a good overhead to like end it, because you see like all of the struggle coming up from just Ladiva getting the grab after grab, just ends up with an overhead on the Oki.
Oh yeah, conditioned right there to want to jump over the fireball.
Oh, he drops the conversion.
Big knockdown situation. Nice
go.
Low, but there's the grab.
Gotta recognize that dash in. Goes for the EX. Now this is an opportunity, right? Because now he's gotta wait for the cooldown, but got him a little bit antsy. That could have been the bait, right? Just force him to be aggressive while that cooldown's like down. So they can just go for the blade impulse the second he sees that dash coming in.
And so that's going to put Maverick into grand finals on the winner side. 3-0, looking unstoppable coming through this bracket. And I mean, Maverick has shown offline when the game first came out anyway that he was one of the top contenders in SoCal in the first place. So,
yeah, I mean, he hasn't dropped a single game in top 8 yet, just to make it all the way here to grand finals. Guaranteed top 2. And I want to talk about Maverick's journey for a little bit here with the online GranBlue, just the online Weds Night Fights in general, because he's been to every single one since the game has gone online. He got 17th at the very first one, 17th, and then the second one ended up getting top 8, got 7th, and then the third he got 5th, 4th he got 5th. The last weeks he got 5th, nothing but 5th places. So for him to finally overcome that hurdle by defeating Chupacabra earlier might have been the momentum that he needed to take this potentially all the way. Like, he's already going to do way better. Nothing but progress, right? He's guaranteed top 2, and he's looking very primed to take number 1. But first, we got to check to see what's going on in losers quarters. We got Lord Host of Dong fighting against Hungry Kim. Hungry Kim with the Vasaraga.
Yeah, we got to find out who's actually going to end up fighting our possible Maverick champion, right?
Yeah, we still have 4 more contenders left to find out who that challenger is.
Could be one of these two right here. We saw Hungry Kim fight one of the matches that a lot of people deemed to be damn near impossible originally. Coming in versus Lord Hosef Dong. Been playing Grand since he started. Little tidbit that I have to mention about Hosef. The first tournament he entered for GranBlue, he didn't own the game. He picked Gran, and he would beat a ton of people who actually ended up owning the game. And he was just like, I'm learning how to play right now. Like, I don't know.
Well, so like, it's Gran, right? Like, he's a Shodo. Like, if you have good fundamentals in fighting games, you probably can play Gran. Like, it'll come down to, like, yes, there is a learning curve, but it just goes to show, just being good naturally will help you.
I just thought it was mad funny this BB Tag player showed up and started out flitzing everybody with a character he'd never played before.
BB Tag.
Everybody says that game doesn't have fundamentals, and then it's BB Tag winning most of the tournaments right now. So
yep.
Trying to get out of the corner right now.
Lord Hosef actually just won a recent tournament too. He won a Danger Time.
Yeah, that's right. He's usually one of the top contenders for Danger Times. Oh, God! That's right to it! It's Basaraga health.
He's dead. He's gone. Good night. I know a Grand's combo if I ever see one. He can just disintegrate 70% of your health bar off of a wall bounce.
Yeah, the two things I was worried about was it being not only Basaraga health, but the fact that that was like the 8th hit in the combo, so scaling was applying pretty hard at that point. But hey, you're right, it is a Grand combo.
Tempest Raise!
Okay, got Soul Forged on deck. Oh my God, the 2H and the S! That was smart. Didn't want to deal with the mix-up on the walk it out. No UH.
Basaraga's crouching heavy. The range on that scythe throws me off every single time. He was so high in the air.
Yeah, once it comes out, it's probably the highest vertically in the game, actually, I think. That's air unblockable anyway, because, you know, Materas exist.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, Skybound Art.
This will probably kill.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It wasn't SSBA. Yeah.
Just steals
Ooh,
with the
good
yeah.
cross-up.
I think he recognized that 2H was just not going to come out fast enough, right? So he just kind of dealt with the cross-up. Oh, Soul Forge, but yeah, too many hits.
Yeah, once you get hit 3 times with the Soul Forge, it's gonna break through it. And here comes the pressure. Manages to mash out.
Right there, Lord Hostif recognized that he didn't actually have the skill to be able to combo after those lights, so he tried to go for an overhead to get pressure, and then I think that let Hungry Kim understand what was actually going on, and that's why he started barring. He was like, "Wait a minute, you got nothing!" Like,
you got nothing at all. Let's go. Ooh, jumping in with that jumping heavy, it's really good for just being able to poke from a distance. Look at this! Look at this back and forthness.
those frames. Okay, take the throw, but he's gonna take a lot of damage there just taking it. It was delayed. He's got Soul Forge on deck, so the tackle could be really scary right now. Yeah, he was waiting for it, and great spacing.
There we go.
You're gone.
Yeah. And Gran actually doesn't have to fear Soul Forge as much as other characters because he has EX Fireball, which is 3 hits. So he has the ability to be able to break that out. And I think Kim is highly aware of that, which is why you don't see them going for just a random march towards the opponent like you would against other characters.
Yeah, and I mean, Lord Hostif Dong also did a great job of feigning that he was going to be in range of the tackle, and then in fact actually being able to punish it.
Yeah.
Plus frames. There's the R hit. Super nice there from Hungry Kim. Got the counter hit. This is his chance to be able to start getting back in there.
Yeah. Reinstalled Soul Forge. Ooh. That was awkward. Oh, there we go. We see a little bit of mix-ups coming up from Lord. What is going on here?
He's pressing the guard button really fast to like mask his animations and stuff like that. So he's also teabagging while pressing the guard button. So when he's in the air, it looks like he's pressing a button, but he's not because he's switching it in and out of guard state.
I saw Red doing that in New York City too. Like it's a very common strat for people just to make their attacks look ambiguous, make them want to push a button.
Yeah.
What the? What is going on?
Hey, I mean, it allows some confusion factor, so it makes Hungry Kim have to hell able to get in the meaty 5M, walk it out. UHK gets the guard break, and there's the 2M to knock him down.
He's gonna go for the EXDP just to relieve some of that pressure he was facing. Good mash, gets rid of the overhead.
Oh, finally the 2H. Okay, there it is. That's one of the few reactions there's been on the jump. Hostif has made it really difficult for Hungry Kim to want to react to anything. And here it is. There, he recognizes I have the life lead. I'm just gonna chill, bro. What are you gonna do to me?
I love the patience Kim's throwing out there. There were so many times he just went with an overdrive surge and didn't do anything afterwards. And he would back up into a second one. Soul Forge?
That was just textbook play right there. I have the life lead. You've got nothing to stop me.
You gotta come to me, bro.
Okay, can we? Are you serious, bro?
Protagonist.
I've seen it so many times and it still astounds me every time it happens. I swear to God.
I'm a fan, honestly.
I mean, it was a great job from Hostif to recognize the situation and get full conversion. Oh, guard break. Yeah, he was recognizing the last time that he did that. Hostif went to EXDP afterwards, right? So he tried to block it. Okay, UHK gets the full conversion into Skybound. Look at the
There we go. We didn't get the animation to proc, but I don't think it still would have killed, so it's totally okay at this point.
Yeah, it was either distance or because he used the easy input, one of the two. I'm assuming distance, but there's the Soul Forge, got the knockdown, that's full conversion. baby.
Dude, there have been so many times Kim is just calling out these jumps from Hosef, like just going for the Soul Forge. It gets Gran off of him. It gets him an ability to get a conversion right afterwards, and he's getting a lot of mileage. And now we're going into game 3.
We're seeing a lot of that Soul Forge covering the times where 2H would not be fast enough.
I think Hosef doing a lot of shimmying going on here in the with the crouching.
It's gotta piss him off.
Yeah,
I saw the one chance where he was so patient that he couldn't stop him. So it was like, I gotta do something, right?
And honestly, it can work. It's a very good mental strat. Oh, okay. Didn't get the biggest punish, a little bit too far away.
Okay,
It was like
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, that might kill. Yeah, sure.
Yep. Gonna get that combo right into the wall. Good night. Hosef 1 round away from moving on into losers semis. Can he pull it off?
Yeah, I keep kind of busting out with with just like surprise because the stray hits that Hosef keeps getting in that last round, they were just out of nowhere, just like this one right here. It seems like he has a rhythm like identified about Hungry Kim.
Like to be able to call him out with just the raw EX overdrive surge just to get the wall bounce right afterwards. He was that close, so if he would have blocked it, he was unsafe. So he like knows it's gonna land.
There's that 2H. Here we go. Set up. Oh, he jumps out. He's like, I have to deal with it. Time.
It was really good for Hosef not to push a button there because there was no counter hit opportunity.
Yeah, and I think if he gets hit in the corner with that, I think he actually gets to link because of how close you are. I could be wrong about that. Oh.
He blocked the initial hit from the light, and he ripped the super. It didn't convert.
Super unfortunate right there. Now Hosef is in there. He's got full skybound, and that's gonna do it. Got hit by the 2L, finishing it off with the EX fireball.
One thing that Kim's gonna probably question is like they went for the SSBA version afterwards. But what would have happened if they went for super instead? Would that have actually converted instead of the SSBA? Because it wouldn't have killed, but it would have definitely put a dent in his health and put him like on the verge of losing.
It's hard to say with those aerial hits because the combo state's a little bit different, obviously, because they can flip out, being that it's an air hit. So I wonder if either would have even connected. Maybe,
yeah.
Or maybe Super Skybound is supposed to connect, but maybe he did it too slow. Could have been. I don't know.
It's always a scramble with the air combos. So that's going to be Hosef moving on into losers semis. We're going to start it up right here. Chupa was ready and raring to go. We're going to have Gran versus Soares. I feel like every single time Chupa's been on screen with Soares, he is fighting against someone that could just pressure you. Mm-hmm. So he's very used to it by now, and he's got the patience down, the patience that you have to play a character like this,
Gran's definitely probably I would say he's the second scariest frame trap type character. The first being Catalina, I would say, but it's and with having so few defensive options on the side of Soares, that the frame traps can become even worse. Just able to get the full conversion, maybe just a bit too far away to get the far L. Oh, instead of the 2H, I think.
Yeah, that was a counter hit too, so definitely could have got more off of it.
Yeah, just like this.
Oh, too early with that meaty.
Yeah.
We got some shimmies going on here. Who's gonna make that first move? Oh.
Punched him in his gut. He's just a boy.
I feel like, this is the opportunity where you feel like both these characters have the ability to be degenerates. That was what was going on right there when they were going shuffling back and forth. They were like, who's gonna be degenerate first? Who's gonna go for the advancing move first?
That did so much goddamn chip.
Soares, bro. Soya.
I mean, hey, he needs it. Like,
yeah, look at him. Oh,
he got a stack.
Yeah, but was it worth it? It was only because that Hosef was too far away for him to get caught by like the active hitbox from the SIU.
Okay, got the throw. He tried to sweep it too. Is the funniest part.
Oh God.
I mean, Grand Sweep is super good, so I guess I can't blame him, right?
He just spent all of his EXs on that combo.
That's been kind of the name of the game for Soares. Oh God, I think he might be done. Okay.
Howling Fists, get him out of here. Game 1, going to Chupacabra.
that was looking real close at a couple of moments, but every time it got close, Chupacabra either found out how to get out of offense and start whatever he wanted, and then it snowballed.
Yes. Yo, is he just pushing that button to taunt, you think? I was looking like that for a second.
I mean, he could be looking for the oh god. I was gonna say he could be looking for Tim's, right? You know, full screen Tim's, but whatever the case may be, he is starting to run it. Tried for the air throw to the ice though.
Now a hair too late. Gonna avoid that sweep. Oh, he's pushing forward. He gets a wall bounce because it was a counter hit.
I think he tried to go for Tim's again, despite the fact that that was EX, but the air throw is going to be able to get him out of there. He wake up, that's close, but not close enough, I guess. He can go for Super Skybound. I think he got it.
Yep, scramble combo. You see those 3 lights in a row? Gonna be able to convert that into a super. Like, my man, Soares is out here. This is a character some people just think wasn't as good as, like, the other DLC character that dropped off, Jita, but I'm not seeing any Jitas here in top 8. Oh, God.
Oof, yeah, gonna get hit on the air. That's gonna get the knockdown. Even back tech is covered, yeah.
Look at the
2H.
So many close lights coming out from Hosef, just trying to get those block strings ready to go to prevent that tick throw from coming out. Oh no, he gets caught by the low. Lifts it.
Big drop. That could have spelled a different moment of the game. And oh, hit on the way up. He completely vulnerable. The drop again there from Hosef. Oh wow, what a punish! Does that connect? Oh,
he went for the install.
I'm scared.
So much spaghetti.
Oh, that's a punish. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's no way that doesn't connect. Yeah.
There was so much spaghetti being dropped on the floor right there. So many dropped combos. He even had a super input, but it was the wrong super. It was the install.
I wonder if that was like he was supposed to link after it. You know? Like,
maybe he recognized that the super wasn't going to work, so he just went for the install instead because he had an opportunity to. I'm not sure either.
What was going through his mind that may have come back to haunt him, possibly, I'm not too sure. But oh, spot dodge the EX, but because it recovers so fast, he was able to get offensive pressure of his own.
EX is a little bit faster than the normal boots.
Trying to stay out of the jumping light range. There's that sweep. Got the counter hit, but so much pushback.
Yeah, you saw it just a second ago. Hosef had the corner pressure, and now we're back to center stage. Look, this he's gonna make that first move. Run up close, medium DP.
He didn't want DP. That was the interpreter messing him up. I know that feel. Spot dodge the fireball, so he has less access to fireballs, but now he has to watch it. Oh my god, he walked forward! Did he think it was gonna cross up? Because he was just holding forward.
He might have thought he was gonna cross up because of the way Gran jumped. Like he was going really fast in the air, so I thought he potentially thought it was gonna be a cross up. So they left him wide open for just a simple auto combo special super to call him out. And here we go, game 3.
Okay, EX knockdown, it's hard. Goes for the light. Gonna push him back into the corner with the throw.
Gonna be a very fair mix-up. Backing up, actually, okay.
Oh god!
He got so much damage because he backed up like that, just giving him that window of opportunity to try to dash in. What a bait.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big hill to climb right now for Chupacabra.
Thankfully, Soares has the tools to be able to get out of the, like, when he's that far away, he can just close the distance so far, but now Chip is a real threat.
Yeah, and you notice because of those life totals, Chupacabra changed up his entire game plan. Normally you saw you were playing at 2 ranges. It was either too close for Tim's to be a good idea, or too far away for Tim's to connect, right? Those were the 2 ranges he wanted to play out the entire time. The second that he had no health left, that game plan was out the window. He got too flustered, and it was just over from there. It was like a mental guard break, kind of.
When the health difference is that big, you know, like you can get away with just playing very passive at that point. Just wait for them to, and just go for a simple punish.
Okay, got the throw. It's his chance for the corner. I mean, we've seen a lot of the corner pressure that's possible, but oh no.
I guarantee that knockdown with the EX DP.
Spot dodge the fireball, so it takes a little longer to come off cooldown. Oh, his 2H was not reacted fast enough, and that should kill.
Yeah. That's gonna be it. He had the right idea. The anti-air was there, but if you're gonna be a little bit too late, I mean, it's hard to tell your brain not to push the button if you see it happening and you react just like too slow.
Yeah.
So, and he doesn't have a DP either to be able to like to go for, oh, I'm too late, I'm just DP instead, you know. So,
really unfortunate there, but that is going to move the young lord himself on to losers finals.
and he's been on a tear. He defeated Hungry Kim, followed by Chupacabra, to fight off against young Cory Bell, the person who actually originally sent him to losers.
Oh, okay, yeah. So every one of his matches has been his life on the line, and now crawling his way out of hell to fight the person who put him there.
The run back. Now the thing is he warmed up enough? Is there some time that he's had some time to breathe about this matchup, or has Cory Bell been watching this entire run, so we know starting to like pick up those habits? You know, like who knows what's gonna happen unfold here today? Let's find out. This is the best 3 of 5, so plenty of time for adaptation.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think any of us got to see what caused the match to be so difficult for Josef that he fell. So I guess we're gonna find out the possibilities here. Just too far away from. Nice spot dodge. Plus frames.
Backing up. Waits for the jump. Good. Patience. He's gonna convert that into a super.
He's been so good on those 2H anti-airs, but maybe not so good on the full conversion there.
He pushed it too early. If you would have waited like a second, it would have converted.
Whatever the case may be, now Cory is in there. Oh my god, got the jump!
Yo, jumping with him? Can we get one more throw? Oh, he's done.
God, one big mistake into the scariest moment of your life, and you just make even more mistakes after that.
Fighting a grappler.
Yeah.
Like, the hard truth.
Trying to catch him jumping out, but he ended up getting the guard crush, and now the EXDP full damage on this.
All the whiff.
Okay. Okay, 50-50. Oh no.
Another. That's 2 grabs now. We've seen they just not, you know, find its mark.
Yeah, you know, versus Maverick, that situation happened a lot as well, but oh god, he's gonna make up for a lot of that lost game.
Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna hit. I don't think he was jumping.
Yeah. Once he commits to that and he's right in front of you, that is guaranteed to land. There is nothing he can do.
You had to have been jumping before the flash. That's just your life. And your first game life is gone now as Cory going up to the first game. And I mean, I wonder if this is similar to the first set, right? Just the reads off of Oki have been so strong for Cory.
But here now he can thrive, right? Putting Ladiva in the corner. Keeps, but here we see like the constant backing up coming out from Josef. You know, just trying to like space out when he's gonna go for the boots, or just try to like bait out a jump from the opponent instead of trying to like put on the pressure with the lights, because it's scary to be super up close and personal with the grappler.
And I mean, it's gonna come back to haunt him possibly right here as he's put in the worst situation that Ladiva can put you in. No 2H reaction from Cory there, so that's really lucky for Josef. Oh no.
Good answer on the scramble. It's a little bit too far away for that throw to connect, so he just goes for the punish instead. Oh, he dropped it again!
It was the EX
It's hard.
Fireball,
it's hard.
The EX Fireball hit in such a weird way because when he did EX Tims, it actually ended up crossing up, right? So he wasn't ready to fully convert off it. He ended up getting that chip damage though.
And that was a really smart option. He recognized that he had 1 health left, so he ran in there and just DP'd. The only thing that Ladiva could have done was just sidestep.
Great reaction right there from Josef, recognizing that his button was going to get stuffed, so immediately going to EXDP, and again with the anti-air.
Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't a counter hit, so no wall bounce coming out.
Oh, he tried to spot dodge there.
Every single time we see Josef going for a DP, like when he's being pressured as on wake up, it tends to be the EX version. So he's like getting rid of the cooldown.
I mean, he's pretty committed, it seems like. Okay, full conversion there. Nice. Get this drop kick.
Looks painful. Yeah, honestly. Yo, they're actually bringing in the ring stage for the next update. I'm really hyped to see that.
Yeah, casino time. Ladiva's gonna have her home turf.
That's right.
His anti-airs have been so incredible, whether it be 2H or 5H, and it's just nice that the system mechanics really play to that kind of reaction level.
I'm liking the routes that Josef's choosing whenever he gets these like these wall bounces, depending on what distance he's at.
Oh God! Look at his health.
Gone.
I'm scared.
Oh, where are you going?
Walk up.
He jumped.
He doesn't have a lot of health left. He's in chip range now, and then the run up. Yeah.
Now that happened because he spent all of his EXs. He spent the Fireball EX and the Boot EX in order to put him into the position where he'd have 1 health. And what's he gonna do next? EX DP. The video should chip him out because you can't die to block the chip unless you're at 1 health.
Yeah. Oh God.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, he dropped it though, so that's lucky for Josef. He has a chance to maybe be able to get out of here. He's got to be able to match that damage pound for pound though, because he's really far behind.
And again, you got to remember, this is a race to 3, so whoever wins this, the set's not over. So there's still plenty of time to start to adapt. But
Beautifully EX grab.
yes, fantastic. And he had so much health left to play with too.
Yeah, you know, if that whiffed, he would have took 1, maybe 2 hits. Not really a big deal. It's a knockdown right here, trying to go for the overhead, but no dice. There's the spot dodge, the overhead. It can't finish, but I mean, really good reactions, I think.
But right there is a little bit too late with the sidestep, so it gives Gran a free opportunity to go for a light.
Blocking the overhead. I think he was looking for a DP right there. Oh, that's a punish. Plus frames. Oh no. That's gonna hurt a lot. Gets the skybound. Scaling, or is he gonna die? Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely killing you. Gonna be thinking about that for the next game. Like, when you have such a strong game too, bringing it back, and then you just get steamrolled the next game, like, what do you do? How do you adapt?
It's just kind of like that in fighting games. You're gonna run into these situations, so you have to keep your composure, but this is how you lose that composure right back with this kind of round start.
Not like this. I've never seen a super meter that low, at that low of health before. That was
He's dead!
He's gone! He didn't even get a chance. I didn't see meter from either player. That's a first.
They never got to super skybound art.
Yeah.
They never got to skybound art.
Like, just playing out skybound. The charge was not full.
Incredible round, and now Cory currently on set point, trying to fight the person who put him into losers, trying to get the repeat kill on Josef.
It looks like Cory doesn't want to give it to him.
Okay, punishing the sweep. Yeah, there's that anti-air. Can't really test this man's reaction. We've seen it time and time again work out.
And Cory's doing a good job every time he jumps. He's not pushing a button if he registers. It was a bad jump. So he's not getting a huge punish off of it, you know?
Oh, wow. Just a bit too far away for EX Fireball to fully connect there. And he was looking for EXDP again. That's going to give him a chance to be able to knock down.
Yo, slam his... There we go. Oh! He was spinning a jump.
Yeah, he was reading on the 8th layer right there.
Yeah. Yo, what is happening right now? Cory's pushing him to the corner.
Yeah. Oh, but he jumped. Yeah, full conversion off that.
It was a good call.
I mean, sometimes you have to do it, right? And especially with the way that Josef had been constructing his block strings. He had been staying on the ground quite a bit in most block strings, kind of like right here, right? So he was like, okay, I think I can get Super Skybound, and if I get this, I come back. Knockdown. Oh yeah, that's not a safe jump, son.
Yeah, because it wasn't a full knockdown. If we went for the EX DP, it would have been a safe. Back it up. I like the backstep just in case we go try to run in there with the command throw, but there we go. Josef evening up the set count to game 5 situation.
Super good right there. Adaptation on adaptation for both players left and right. I just gotta say though, I think one of the biggest parts about Josef's game plan that's getting him as far as it does is his ability to step back into a proper spacing range that allows Cory to try and hang himself. Like right there, see? Just step back. He wants to jump. I got my free 2H.
Yeah. And once again, you know, seeing Cory going in there, not pushing a button, so no counter hit coming out. Very smart awareness. Sometimes you just gotta admit that you did a bad jump, you know? So it's like, okay, I'm not gonna push a button. I'm not gonna try to test this.
Yeah, admitting a bad, if you did a bad jump, also, it can kind of help you with your morale, right? Rather than getting annoyed that you do it over and over again, you can then recognize, oh, I did a bad jump. Okay, we gotta fix that.
Yeah, don't push a button. And then don't stop doing the bad jumps. And then not much health, no harm, no foul.
Yeah. looking especially good here for Cory. That was a great punish on that, by the way. That's a link.
Close.
Just for the throw. Yeah, he hasn't gotten to throw too often recently.
I'm loving the reactions coming out from Cory, right? Every single time we've seen overhead from Hosif, he's blocked it a majority of the time.
And now he's dead. He got 1 EX. Oh, no, it didn't go for Skybound. I think Skybound would have killed.
Didn't go for EXDP? That would have killed too? Like, what's going on?
Oh, God, and that changes everything. Die from this.
Again, fantastic awareness from Cory, recognizing that if he would have got caught by the second swing of that DP, he would have died, so he had to sidestep or challenge it. So opted to go for the sidestep instead.
An up throw on that, catching the spot dodge, going to be able to get the full punish on it.
Nice stick throw. Oh, a little bit too hungry, yeah, saw that coming, had to jump.
Look at how much damage.
The price for it.
Ooh, the teabag. Okay, 2H is going to whiff, but...
Okay, in the scramble, just do it.
It's been pretty risky. I'm really surprised he's still going to the option because I feel like kind of a read on it, but got the hit. Not a punish, but still.
And Hosif has been doing tick throws so often, I wouldn't be surprised if he opted to go for an overhead. Oh no, he landed right in front of him!
He's gonna do it!
Lord Hosif is out at third place. Cory Bell moving on into grand finals, getting his second win today against Lord Hosif, but it was so close and he almost brought it back. He had, there were two things that went wrong in that last game. One, he didn't get that conversion that he so desperately wanted. Like he went for the, he ended up one of those combos with the medium DP when he could have spent super or went for the EX DP that would have killed, would have given him the round. Two, you saw him trying to ready up with those tick throws near the end that you know he was trying to build something up, but Cory didn't give him the chance to have the opportunity to, you know?
And because of that recognition from Cory to recognize the way he structures his guard strength, the way he wanted to put his offensive pressure, and even the reaction on mistakes, because that jump in, that was a big mistake because he recognized that he hit it so high up that it's not a true block string afterwards, right? So he's like, all right, I'm just going to wiggle out this skybound art and I'm going to finish you off on that one. So Cory, getting the rematch.
That's right. I mean, this is the, so speaking, you know, rematch, we just saw a rematch. We're seeing yet another one. And that was a 3-0 that we saw from Maverick previously in Winners Finals. Like, that was pretty much a destruction of a match. And it's something that you probably will see because it's Lancelot. Lancelot can build momentum so fast, especially against a character like Ladiva, who doesn't have as many defensive options to be able to deal with corner pressure. We saw a different type of corner pressure coming out from Gran in that previous set, right? Because we saw a lot more of Hosif backing up from the corner, not really trying to like just mash like lights and mediums and just trying to be plus constantly. So I'm like, I feel like he gave Cory a lot of room to breathe whenever he got him into the corner. Meanwhile, on the other opposite end, we saw Maverick. Maverick was just constantly, you know, doing light Rekka, medium Rekka, light Rekka until he finally catches it. And let's see if that'll still work or if Cory Bell's got something else cooking in the oven. Here we go. Grand Finals, Wednesday Night Fights Online, Episode 6. Maverick versus Cory Bell. Let's get it.
Possibly going to be seeing that staple offense already, but there it is, the knock. Okay, and unfortunately, it's the DP to come out, but I guess he just jumped a little too far forward. Nice spot dodge right there. Back it on the 5U, putting him in the corner. Cory reading the jump again so many times with different jump reads. But, oh, what a spot dodge.
Did he teabag him? Did he teabag him, bro? Really? Come on,
I mean,
that's great.
He teabagged Hosif last game, and now he's trying to teabag Maverick, and he earned it with that one. With that round, he earned that shit.
And you got honestly, yeah, the 100%. As a grappler, you gotta get in your opponent's head with maneuvers like that, because the grapplers thrive off of you playing angry or playing aggressive.
Oh my god, he was almost about to thrive on that one. I mean, yes, left back, dead.
Okay, finally gets out of the corner. Let's see if Maverick can cook something up.
Plus frames. Here we go, 2-2X. Oh, I think that was supposed to be SPD. But, okay, whatever the case, he got the Skybound, finishing it off right here, and god damn, what a first game!
So, Maverick, I was talking about how Maverick, how he would do the pressure against Cory and how it worked so well in their last set. There was not a chance for him to build that up. He just got hit.
He had one opportunity and he actually flubbed it, allowing for that to happen. First game, and then it all just went downhill from there and never recovered.
All right, here we go. Maverick's first corner pressure here. See what he can do with it.
I don't think I've seen Cory get hit by a counter hit overhead once in 6 games.
Yeah, it's all reactable, and he's doing the right thing. I love it.
And there's that 2H right there. Gonna get full conversion off it, the 6-6, and recognize the whole thing. Oh no, dropped it!
Drops it. And it might cost him. I don't know. This is going to do a lot of damage. Obviously, he's at near full health, so it's not going to kill him, or not even put him at half, but it's the start of something.
Nice challenge right there. Yeah, he wanted to sweep to be able to catch him, but, I mean, he ended up jumping over it, and that's still allowed for plus frame on Lancelot's side.
Cory couldn't afford to block anymore because he was at such low health. 2 more Rekkas on block would have killed him.
Oh, could possibly be big damage. Yeah, he didn't drop this time. Not that time. Half of your life gone into
he's bleeding!
One more opportunity here for Maverick. Deal with plus frames. God. Okay, he gets out.
All right, we're living. We're living. Maverick going up, chasing after the projectile. No jump coming out. He just threw that out. He knew what Maverick wanted. You're chasing with, you're running with your fireball. Like, you're not gonna jump.
Yeah, that's a very, very common situation for Lancelot, right? You want to be able to stick on those plus frames. So you're gonna run behind the fireball, and you're probably gonna run up, maybe even throw or try to press a button on counter hit timing. But you can't counter hit me when I'm invincible, son.
So I do want to point out that Maverick actually went for a reset with the Rekka there, even though he got the hit confirm. He did that a lot in his previous sets to get the victory against Cory. So might be some more conditioning coming up later on.
Possibly. Definitely looking like it for sure. I mean, it's really important. I know he seems to work with, but he wants... It's going to be really hard with these incredible reads on the SPDs. There's the big counter.
Oh,
I think he's dead. No, drop!
Oh! Okay, I like that Maverick. Oh, that's going to be a big damage coming out. Obstacle for the SSBA. I was going to mention that even though there was a drop combo coming out from Cory, Maverick capitalized on it because you saw him, he got that first hit, just used Blade Impulse to position himself so that he could corner him right afterwards instead of spending the super right away. So then he could follow up right there, just like he did 1-to-1. Let's go.
Yeah, he used the strengths of Lancelot to great effectiveness, right? Like, the fact that Lancelot is one of the few characters who has that move that can just cross up, even during the hit stun. But, again, reads with these SPDs coming out left and right.
Oh, goes for the EX, doesn't get the counter hit combo because that's like the most damaging combo starter that Lancelot has in his possession.
Yeah, it's one of the more damaging combos of the game.
Yeah.
Got that.
I like the delay of that second Rekka.
Yeah, you know, I think recently he hasn't been delaying it too much, so he's starting to pull it out, but there's the EX. Get the situation in the head.
Okay. Cory's gonna bring here for round number 2. I like that jump. Just avoid that round start Blade Impulse. A lot of Lancelots like to do it.
This is the most SPDs I've seen connect on a Ludiva player, I think.
So something's happening. There we go.
Cory's making a lot of the correct decisions, but there is a really good correct decision right there, and oh goodness, a big incorrect one.
Yeah, is he gonna build super in time? Oh, he was at like 40%. He built super off that one combo, and he got a reset, so it's not gonna be as like stale this time around.
Yeah, gonna be a good amount of damage, but he still is gonna need one more thing, and that might actually connect. Yes, it does. Big damage here.
And that's the first time we've seen a punish through a fireball on Lancelot coming from the super.
Oh,
okay.
So
Just
Cory had been spot dodging in neutral quite a bit to look out for that 6-6H, and he finally got it. But the thing is Lancelot ended up recovering before Ladiva did.
Which is a very funny thing to see.
Oh god, I think I jinxed Cory on these counter hit overhead.
Bro, commentator's curse, you gotta be careful with it. He's got him in the corner, he's at full health. And you're stuck in the corner, here come the Rekkas.
One possible read from Cory could turn the tide very quickly, but these frame traps are immaculate. Maverick, his offense, yeah, overhead with impunity, just destruction.
Perfect. So this is game 5, right? 2-2?
That was 2-0, wasn't it?
Wait.
Was that 2-1 or 2-0?
Cory got the first game, I thought.
It's either 2-1 or 2-0.
Oh, 2-1. I think it's 2-1. I could have swore Cory won game 1. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm exploding right now, dude. This is
Yeah.
2-1, sorry.
Okay,
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say it was such a fast game. We forgot that Cory took the first one.
I just knew it wasn't 2-2 at the very least.
Yeah,
That's all I knew.
I was jumping all over the place there, but here we go. Maverick on tournament point, but we're just not gonna give it to him.
Yeah, definitely a really strong first round. Not gonna fully kill, but I mean he's in such a right now. Almost anything to do it, but he gets the 6. Super Skybound.
Ooh, good conversion. He caught him with the actually, but the thing is, he's in danger of chip.
Yeah, looking really scary right now. Okay, not a counter hit. That's I think he got a lot of his composure back because of how far ahead he was life-wise, right? So he was like, I just need the one thing. So I don't need to look for that that throw tech. Okay, that could have been really bad.
Yeah. That was looking to be like over half his health bar gone.
Yeah.
Nice blade impulse.
I like that, using the Dragon Punch to want to get back, keep his offensive pressure going, right? Unfortunately for him, though, Cory was recognizing action, and he's got in there now.
He was gonna go for, he tried to go for a third grab, was expecting a jump or the teleport. And just like that, Cory evening up the game for the real game 5 here. If he manages to take this last game, he's gonna reset the bracket against Maverick. Maverick's so close to winning his first online Weds Night Fights with GranBlue. Like I said, we talked about his journey, dude. He's so close. He's been progressing ever since. Is he gonna get stopped by Cory?
I think this would be Cory's first win too, if he was able to pull it.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
a new champion crowned today, if possible, right?
New champion happening no matter what.
Okay, jumping over the 2M right there. Oh yeah, he tried, but maybe just a little slow on punishing the port there. Able to get over it? Oh, look at me, a counter, another counter. Oh, okay. Wait, you can throw her out of that?
Oh my god, you caught me off guard.
I knew you could, you know, hit her, but I didn't realize you could throw.
Okay, SSBA. Pretty sure that's not gonna kill. He's gonna still be alive, but he's gonna be hurting afterwards. We're bleeding out here.
Oh yeah, tried to go for the meaty 5M to be able to go for frame trap setup with no dice there. Cory recognizing all the lows. He got out of the corner somehow. Got the hit. There's the SPG read on the 2 minutes.
Bro, where are you going?
I don't understand how Cory is so strong and making his opponent want to do exactly what he wants him to do. Like,
The power of a grappler. The power of the diva.
the diva is so incredibly scary. She, like, we talked about it very early on, maybe the first match that we saw, right? That this character is maybe the strongest grappler there's been in a 1v1 game in a long time at the beginning of the game's lifespan.
Yeah. There we go. Brings him right back down. It was expecting the teleport or a jump. Already prematurely jumped that one, so he's gonna be able to lose that super.
I do like that, regardless of what's been happening, Maverick is not afraid to mash still. He's mashing on wake up, he's pressing buttons when it could be a negative situation still. Even though he's maybe even behind, but now both players on set point. It's either tournament life or we get a reset and an SPD to start it off.
Cory wants the reset. You know, he doesn't want to end it right here. He's already lost 1 set to Maverick today. Doesn't want to make it 2. Maverick wants to keep that W. Here he goes running in, applying a lot of pressure. Good call out with that jump, but couldn't get a big conversion off of it. It was a little bit too far away.
Yeah, Cory unfortunately incorrectly calling a punish right there, with getting him more and more damage tacked on, and he is skybound to what the hell? Oh, trying to go for the lariat to catch out a jump of Maverick pressing buttons, and that's the hit. He could go into skybound and finish it off. No, he jumps in with the skybound.
The combo! No! He had it!
This is definitely that 8 Mile moment right now for Brent. Trying to get the pressure going. EX headbutt pressure. The 2-2X comes out. There's Lancelot. Put him in chip range, and there it is. 2M to finish it off, and Maverick taking that first Wednesday Night Fights after all those 5th places.
Bro, he had an extra life. Cory had an extra life once he dropped that combo, because that should have been the tournament right then and there. In the second Maverick dropped that, you know, that flubbed input, and he was in the corner against him. I thought it was gonna be a bracket reset. My heart was pounding so hard. I can only imagine how Maverick was feeling in that situation. But congratulations to Maverick getting first place, his first win at a Weds Night Fights, going from 17th to 7th to 3 in a row, getting 5th place to number 1. Congratulations, man.
Nabbing that W's got to be pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with how much of a nail biter that Cory made that match, right? You had just said that you thought maybe a reset was happening, despite the fact that Cory had like no health left.
Dude, like, I was so scared, so scared. Like the thing, Cory could have got that W. Like we showed how much that he came through the entire bracket with La Diva, and again, this is the character that people didn't really know how they felt about yet. Like in the very beginning of GranBlue, like Japanese release GranBlue. And we're starting to see the character get fleshed out more and more, and we're seeing for due justice, right? Like it's all about just being able to have all those movement options at your disposal. Besides just running, you got sidestep, you got roll, you got super jump, you got dash jump. Like having that much of a mix-up instead of like a linear jump from like Zangief and Street Fighter is so helpful. And we saw him, because of that, was able to call out so many of jumps from the enemy Lancelot. So, but yeah. Maverick was able to pull it out in the end.
I think it just continuously comes back to the fact that in this game, everybody just has the opportunity to win. They all have the tools to be able to do it. I mean, like, sure, there are some characters that are stronger than others, but that's fighting games. It's an impossibility for that to not happen, right? Like,
and when you have a small roster like this too, like, remember, GranBlue started with 11 characters. Now we're at 15, getting our 16th character on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the last character season 1.
That's right, and then season 2 is going to start up in the fall. But when you have a small roster like that, it's easier to balance, and it's always nice when you have like a super balanced game where you're seeing all the characters and not just seeing like the same ones over and over. And there's another balance patch coming out on Monday as well, and they've already talked about how they're going to be fine-tuning close mediums, is what I've heard.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm starting to feel that like Gran, Catalina, Lancelot, like their close mediums are not going to be plus anymore. That's just a guess, though.